because people think that this is the only place. This isn't the only place. There are other Earths. There's other galaxies. Um, there are Earths where there's only hate. There's Earths where there's only love. There's Earth where we don't have a body. We might just be a shape, or we might just be
Hmm.
spirit. Um,
A lot of people have a lot of different ideas about what ghosts are, what spirits are, the afterlife, how it is. A lot of different opinions.
yeah.
Um, we want your opinion. We want your
Yeah.
thoughts, Sherry.
Not
We
that
want you to.
not that it's set in stone, and this is take whatever feels right for you, but this is what feels right
Yeah.
for me. Whatever I'm going to say, I don't know what I'm going to say yet, but
Okay. So I'm gonna talk about some myths, some common ideas that people
okay.
think, and you let us know whether this is true or whether it's false or whether it's somewhere in between.
Okay.
All right. Myth number one: ghosts only appear at night. You
No,
see these like shows, Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters. It's always at night.
that is
And,
true.
I mean, I know that adds to the like excitement or eeriness of it, but is that true? Do they only appear at night?
Oh no. I'm trying to think of all the times that I've had seen actual ghosts, and I would say it's 50-50. Yes, they of course they can come during the day, but a lot of times think about it. Everybody's distracted on their cell phone or on the computer, or so your analytical mind is going. A lot of times when it goes like that, you don't pick up on things that are going on around you. Sometimes it can just go right over your head. So that's why, I mean, and at night when people are laying in the bed, their mind kind of shuts down and they're relaxed, and that's when you're more open. So that a lot of people wake up, and like me, I'm always up all night long, it seems like. And at like 3 in the morning, I'll sit there. I can hear so many things and going on in my house. I
Really?
tell you, ghosts and spirits have a heyday in my house at night.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they do during the day too. But yeah, so to get back to the question, no, it's anytime.
Okay. It's just that our guard is a little bit, our veil is a little thinner. Maybe we can see him a little better.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we're out of our analytical mind when we're relaxed.
We're some of us are out of our normal mind.
Yeah.
All right. Another myth: all spirits are trapped or confused. No.
No, no. Um, I, you're talking about, are you talking about all the spirits when you cross over, or are you talking about the ghosts that are
The
still?
ghost spirits that are still around that haven't like crossed over yet.
Oh, yeah. No, they are not trapped. And that is not the whole soul. That's just what I call the thread. Um, you call it something else. The resi- residue.
Imprint. Yeah.
Yeah, I call it the thread that's still there. Now, we'll use our dad, for example. He loved, how he loved the house, and he always sat in that one chair. I'm sure the aspect of him that was on this earth is probably still sitting there. Doesn't mean he's trapped. It's because he wants to sit there. He loves that place. Sometimes, spirits will come here, and if they were murdered, they're trying to, they want to make sure whoever murdered them gets caught if they haven't been caught. Um, and then there are people that kind of help cross them over. Um, but again, if you ask me, from what I gathered, they're not stuck here. Um, a lot of them can come and go as they please because they've already been to the other side. Um, and then they
Really.
might, just like dad, come back. He wants to sit in his chair, or they want to come back and be with their kids or their grandkids. Um, so many people think that graveyards are haunted. Some, I suppose, would be, and it would be depending on a lot of different reasons why a soul would want to hang out there. But think about it. That would be a boring place to hang out, you know?
Yeah.
So,
True.
yeah, so I would say no, they are not stuck. And um, a lot of it is because they want to be where they're
Hmm.
at.
Okay. All right. Another myth: only psychics can sense spirits.
No,
No.
that is definitely not true. Everyone, I would love to, I guess there would be some people who have never had anything odd happen to them. But I don't really think I know anybody like that because if you get to talking to people, somebody can always come up with, "Ooh, I had something weird. I saw a spirit, or I had things move. Um, I see a shadow, or lights turn on by themselves." All of that can be spirits coming in. And even, we don't even have to see them. They can impress your mind. Um, so, oh, if you're driving, I think I'm going to take this different route. I never take this route, but I think I will. That can be connection with spirit too. So, a lot of people get a lot of that, but they don't realize that they're really communicating either with their higher self or spirit guides. So,
Really? Hmm.
mhm.
Uh, spirits look like transparent human figures. Is that true?
I have actually seen that before, but they don't always come that way. A lot of people will say that spirits come where they see just like a shadow. Um, some people can see spirits like, just like, you can see a regular human. I've never seen them in that detail. I see it when I do, just like on the movies, like where it's a little smoky,
Yeah.
or a lot of times it will be in my mind's eye. Um, but yeah, they can come in all different shapes and sizes. It doesn't always have to come in that form. So,
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I sometimes confuse the term ghost with the term spirit.
mhm.
Do you? I mean, for you, are they one and the same, or are they
A
two?
lot of people say that spirits are the ones that have crossed over,
Yeah.
and then they come back, and ghosts are the ones that
Right.
refuse to go and
Yeah.
they're earthbound.
Is that okay? Is that the
That's
definition?
Yeah, that's the difference when you hear somebody talk about a ghost or a spirit. Um, and spirits can be, they don't always have to be humans. I mean, they can be your animals, they can be your, out in the nature kingdom, the gnomes and the sprites. Um, so that, they can be your protectors, they can come in all, they can be all kinds of spirits too.
Really? But if you see them, do they kind of look the same? A ghost and a spirit? Are they kind of like the same look to them?
Again, no, I don't think so. I think they can appear like that.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, again, they could be the shadow people. They could come in very clear. Um, some of them, people think when they see a ghost or a spirit, sometimes you might not see the whole body like it was. You might just see, from the waist up,
Really?
and not see the legs. I mean, they can come in all shapes and sizes. So,
Okay. So when you see an entity or think you see an entity, you don't really know what it is, a ghost or a spirit, right?
yeah, yeah, I would
Kind of.
say that would be pretty correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Have you
So
ever have you ever seen I don't think we've ever have you ever seen a ghost or
I don't, you know, I've seen things, but I was kind of drunk at the time, so I don't know. whether it was
And
real.
see, that's
Can't
when you're
say.
really relaxed, and that's when
I
it
guess.
can come.
Yeah. So maybe I did,
Yeah,
or
right.
maybe it was just the Jack Daniels. I don't know.
Oh,
Okay, another myth: the afterlife is permanent and unchanging.
oh no.
No.
No, that is always evolving. There's always things to do on the afterlife. You could we it's like a school there too. We go there to continue to learn and for our soul to evolve. We might prepare for our next lifetime. We might be helpers. We might want to work in the healing chamber. We might want to help the souls that are just coming in. Um, we might even want to help souls that are here on this earth plane. Um, if somebody gets to the other side and they've killed themselves, they might want to come down and kind of work with people who are suicidal. And even though that suicidal person might not realize that they've got a helper there, but again, remember how I said you can be driving and you'll be like, "Oh, I think I'll take this road," and you don't know why, but it feels like you just feel like that's what you want to do. That's what spirits can do too.
Yeah, just
So they
avoided a wreck for you, right?
Yeah,
Kept
or they
you
could come in
safe.
and say, you know what, you don't want to kill yourself. It's frowned upon or whatever, and try to talk them out of it. Even though like again, the person probably won't hear them, but they might just get the impression, like, I think I'll try it another day, or something. I'll just keep going.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot of it's always evolving, and there's different. We've talked about this before. We won't get into it on this show, but we've talked about the different levels too. On the other side, you
Yeah.
go where you vibrate, where you resonate with. So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. And then what you do during your lifetime here on Earth could change your vibration. And when you get back up there, maybe you're at a higher plane than you
hmm
were when you started.
right,
That's how
yeah,
we like continually evolve.
hmm yeah,
So
and people. So many times people think that when you die that you're instantly know everything and you're enlightened. That's not the way that's not what I gather from the spirits that I have talked to and from my guides. It's a learning process. So you don't just know everything. You have a wider concept, a bigger concept of what's going on, but you don't know every single thing. That's
yeah,
why we keep, learning and keep coming back and reincarnating and all this so that we can experience everything. So,
yeah. Hmm. Interesting.
mhm.
Kind of curious about, you know, whether you have a job up there or, you know, you go buy a new car up in heaven, driving. Is there is there like construction like there is down here? Jeez.
That was funny. You know what? And I've heard this from my guides too. They say, on the other side, all you have to do is think of something and you have it. So it would be like, oh, I love to gamble. Oh yeah, I hit the jackpot. I hit the jackpot again. After 400 times, that gets boring.
Yeah.
So and just like your house, I mean, how many different houses or cars could you have? So that's no fun. That's why we thought it'd be a good idea to come here and play the illusion that we're not creators.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
it's not that fun when we get here. So because
Good
we
question.
forget.
Good question here from Rusty. Do we have free will to choose between the infinite loop of reincarnation or being infinite within the original source?
Mm,
Do we have to come down here and incarnate?
I would say that we do have a choice from what I gather. We do have the choice because you see, that's kind of limited thinking because people think that this is the only place. This isn't the only place. There are other Earths, there's other galaxies. Um, this, there are earths where there's only hate, there's earths where there's only love, there's earth where we don't have a body, we might just be a shape, or we might just be
Hmm.
spirit. So we can learn, and if we've done earth so many times over and over and over, and you're like, I am not doing this, we might take a break, go somewhere else. But then we always kind of want to come back and kind of, I guess they're saying, tie up the loose ends, or kind of balance karma. And it's easier to do it here on this earth plane because that's where we created it. So that's why,
Yeah.
even though you don't think you want to come back here, we will. And when you're talking about, I think he's talking about joining back in with Source.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
from my perspective, it's like we want to experience every single thing. I couldn't just get on the other side and say, you know what, I just want to go back and join in with Source, with God, because I can't do this anymore. Because we see things differently on the other side. And until you evolve and really have experienced everything, that's when, um, from my understanding, that's when we can reunite, because there's a spark of Source in all of us. So that
Yeah.
part
Right.
doesn't, we don't feel the need to connect again, because we're really already connected. We just forgot about it while we're here.
Yeah. And I had seen Earth as one of the very few places where you actually forget that when you incarnate.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what makes Earth as hard as it is.
Hmm.
Yeah. All
So
right.
really, yeah, all of us that are here on Earth, regardless of how we live our life, we are like superstars. We are. A lot of people, a lot of souls don't want to come here, and I got to say, I can't blame them.
It's not fun, I'll
Uh-uh.
tell you.